Om Shanti. And a good evening. And a very, very, very warm welcome on this cold evening, but joyful evening, loveful evening, beautiful evening. Yes, that's how we are all feeling. Yes, it's the season, it's the time. Hello, Michael. Welcome. And so it's the season, it's the time, it's when we all gather here to celebrate. And what are we celebrating tonight? What are we celebrating tonight? Everyone, why are we here tonight? To celebrate what love feels like and look like in our lives. And so sit back, enjoy, and welcome to Global Harmony House. This is what we do here. We play here. And you know what is our playing? Invite everyone, our friends and family and the community, and we share what we do here. And we, at the end of the program, we give you a blessing and a sweet, or sometimes it's nuts, whatever it is. And then tonight is a dinner night. And so you're going to be here having a wonderful time with us. So warm welcome again and enjoy the evening of lighting up your world. And what is the answer? Only love is the answer. So I hand this over to Brother Eric to take us through the evening.
My first introduction is over. That was Sister Anjani here, Global Harmony House. Thank you for welcoming everybody, and welcome everybody. Tonight is our December holiday program. And if you have been here before, if you know much about Harmony House, there's a diverse crowd. So we don't have a Hanukkah program, we don't have a Christmas program, we don't have a Kwanzaa program, we don't have a Saturnalia, we don't have anything. We have everything. So we're going to try to touch all the bases because we have a great sense that there's a community, and what you're from and what you believe, you belong. And so thank you all for coming tonight. Happy holidays, happy December, happy almost winter, happy about everything. So that I hope that you will have a wonderful evening, because we put some thought into it and wanted to share a few of those activities. And tonight's program is going to feature at the beginning the Global Harmony House Thespian Players to start off with the show, Soul Shades, and it's going to be wonderful. We have the opportunity to have the Office of the Controller join with us. Michael is going to share a little about his experience in the winter and working, and how much the love is beneficial for him in his life, or something along those lines. And then we have a special with us, Sister Dorothy from Peace Village, who is here to give us a little message, some inspiration, and some lighthearted joy before, if you heard properly, we have a chance to join downstairs over a little repast, a little bite to eat, and a little joy down there. So I'm going to place this microphone on a table and go back upstairs, and then invite the Global Harmony House unofficially named Thespian Players to join and start and share their wonderful experience with you. Soul Shades. Welcome to Soul School, where a simple pair of soul glasses helps students see themselves and each other in a whole new way. Our story begins in the school cafeteria, where two groups of students, those with soul glasses and those without, and they see the world quite differently. Scene one, Soul School Cafeteria.
Hey everyone. I am throwing a holiday party next week, Saturday. You're all invited.
Well, Carmen, I won't miss it at all.
Count me in. I am excited to share Christmas, Diwali, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa with all my family.
Me too. It would be wonderful to celebrate with all of you. Like, this season has so much meaning.
Count me in. Count me in. I will be so happy to share.
Carmen, what can I bring?
Jane, you don't need to bring anything. Just bring yourself. Your presence will be my present.
Across the cafeteria, another group watches them with raised eyebrows, clearly unimpressed.
Look at those goody two shoes. Grinning like if they were in a holiday movie. And Carmen is going to throw a party. I bet you there's not going to be one drop of beer there.
I'll take that.
I want better odds, like Tony pulling off a passing grade in chemistry. I don't get it. Look at them. They're so weird and boring. Not one of them own a decent pair of sneakers.
You're too cool to wear what they're wearing. We all know that.
So, Carmen, I hear you're throwing a party. Let me guess. The dress code is from the geek aisle in the mall.
Oh, Michelle, you're so funny. You know there's no geek aisle in the mall.
For the record, I shop at Macy's.
I shop at Saks. These jeans, $200.
$200? That could feed my family for a week.
I'd rather spend it on clothes, shoes, and makeup.
You don't need makeup to be beautiful, does you?
Yeah, and I'm beautiful because I am a soul, and the soul is innately and naturally beautiful.
Wow, you sound like beauty pageant contestants.
The bell rings and everyone leaves the cafeteria. Carmen's friends are eager for the party, while Michelle's group remains skeptical, unable to see the value in a celebration focused on love, kindness, and connection. Scene two, holiday party. The night of Carmen's party has arrived. The room is filled with decorations and warm lights. And everyone is laughing, singing, and enjoying each other's company. Just then, Michelle, Tony, and Louise burst in, ready to disrupt the fun.
Michelle says my jeans are out of style. And Tony says my hair should be straight. I have curly hair, Jane.
Listen to them, Louise. You're beautiful inside and out.
Jane, I'm curious about your glasses. Could I try them on? My own? Oh my, oh my. You should see yourselves. This is amazing, Jane. Everyone looks so different. Everyone looks so beautiful. Even you. I can't believe it. Like the whole world just changed into a beautiful world of souls with everybody doing their best to get through. It's beautiful. Hi, Carmen.
Louise, you look so wonderful tonight. So glad you could come.
Carmen, it's so lovely. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Carmen.
Doris, you are our friends. We love to have you. You are so, so welcome.
Let's go, Louise. Let's go now. Tony, come with me.
Michelle, I'm staying.
Louise,
I want to be here, Michelle.
let's go.
Tony? Tony?
Suit yourselves.
As Louise embraces the kindness and the love she felt around her, she realizes that true beauty comes from within. She stays, letting go of the negativity she once held. Scene 3, school cafeteria the next day. The next day, Carmen and her friends sit together in the cafeteria, still wearing their soul glasses. Tony walks by, taking a pair of glasses out of his pocket, unsure but curious.
Hi, Tony. Good to see you.
Take those off, Tony. You look ridiculous.
Tony, keep them on. Listen to me. You'll start seeing people in a whole new, different way as they truly, truly are. Just beautiful souls. And the world, the entire world, will start looking different. You will feel different. And I promise you, it won't be so dark and dreary.
And yes, Tony, when I wear these glasses, I just want to spread good feelings to everyone. I don't want to cause anyone sorrow.
These glasses give me a clear view of everyone as my equal. Everyone seems so special.
Good feelings for everyone. You sound like a Hallmark card. Tony, they're putting you on. Life is hard. People will only let you down.
That's your choice to believe. But I choose love, empathy, and compassion.
The choice is always yours, Tony. You can either choose to be kind, you can choose to be open, and you can choose to be at peace. That's your choice.
Whatever. I'm out of here. Come on, Tony. Tony.
For the first time, Tony sees the choice he has to embrace love, kindness, or continue with the negativity that weighs him down. Scene 4. Preparing for the holiday dance. It's the day of the holiday dance, and Louise, Jane, Beverly, Anne, Carmen are all decorating the room with symbols from various traditions. Christmas lights, Jewish star, Kwanzaa candles, Diwali decorations, and more.
It doesn't even feel like work. It's so much fun.
Getting ready for this.
I'm seeing now that if you really want to make someone happy, especially at this time of year, the most valuable gift you can give them is not one that you buy. It's a gift that comes from your heart. And it's free. You taught me that.
When we share our presence, when we share our company with authenticity, with love and kindness, that's from our heart.
And that lights up your life. It lights up your world. And then life becomes light, easy, and unlimited.
The decorations, like their friendships, are a mix of unique and beautiful pieces, each adding to the whole. Tonight, they celebrate kindness, understanding, love, and unity. In the end, the glasses weren't magic. They were just a reminder that love, kindness, compassion, and joy is the true nature of all of us. And whether or not we are experiencing it comes from how we choose to see ourselves, to see each other, and to see the world. And maybe, just maybe, those glasses are something we can all wear.
Name your price, a ticket to paradise. I can't stay here anymore, and I've looked high and low. I've been from shore to shore to shore. If there's a shortcut, I'd have found it, but there is no easy way around it. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Who knows why? Someday we all must die. We're all homeless boys and girls, and we are never heard. It's such a lonely, lonely, lonely world. People turn their heads and walk on by. Tell me, is it worth just another try? Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Let it shine. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Tell me, are we alive or just a dying planet? What are the chances? Ask the man in your heart for the answer. And when you feel afraid, when you've lost your way, and when you're all alone, and when you're far from home, and when you're down and out, and when your hope's run out, and when you need a friend, and when you're near the end, we got to love, we got to love one another. Light of the world, shine on me. Love is the answer. Shine on us all, set us free. Love is the answer. Light of the world, shine on me.
Sound room, just 1 second, please, one announcement.
If anyone has GLY, it's a red Honda, 5189, please. Thank you. Sound room all yours. Thank you.
Is it working? All right. So hoping that love is the answer to that too. So, see how that goes. When we block driveways, then we invite people in. And so that's a little trick, just so you know. And in the parking lots, we are very friendly because we double park. And so sometimes you might meet someone who you wanted to meet earlier or not meet at all. So thank you, Thespian players. It was wonderful. Love is the answer. So appreciate all the work into the program and what you have accomplished. Would like to invite a representative who I had a great chance to meet at another holiday. And when we were here, how many were here during our Diwali celebration presentation last month? Okay. We have always wanted to have friendships and let the city, the community know what we do. Sometimes we're not the best at publicity, but we always invite some of our local old acquaintances. And so if you can remember, we had our state comptroller, Tom DiNapoli, join us and share a message. And he's someone we've known for a long time here at Global Harmony House. And we invited him back. He seems to be a neighbor in a number of ways. And I believe he wasn't able to make it, but we were able to have his companion, associates, working, and officially the Long Island Director of the Office of the State Comptroller join us. And would like to invite Michael Caplice to join us at this time. And it seems you have a microphone also. So why don't you come? I'm going to sit down. So as your heart is full of love. Whatever you'd like to share, we'd love to hear. Thank you, Michael.
The holiday season is such a great opportunity for us to try to reconnect with the love in our hearts, and there be sometimes that can get a little muted when life is so hard throughout the year. And there's something about the holidays that I guess maybe we just give ourselves permission to sort of reconnect with that feeling that we have. You know, that's something that we can actually do year round. Big shout out to Michelle Kimmel, who I know wrote that play, so I'm going to call her out right now for doing such a great job in every track. So I think that play reminds us that we can have the holiday feeling really all year round if we want to. We give ourselves permission. When we have that feeling, I think it makes it a lot easier to. It's kind of a contagious feeling, right? Like we can spread that feeling around to all the people around us as well. So thank you for being here tonight. We have the controllers and we thank you again, and wish you all a very happy.
We have a little mission for you. We don't want him to feel jealous of your gift. And so if it's all right, on behalf of everyone here at Global Harmony House, we'd like you to take some of the glasses, the soul shades back for Tom. Thank you. And we'd like a picture also. That would be great. Picture of Tom with those. You can stand up and everybody take his picture now. That would be good. I would like to invite Sister Dorothy, who is our program director at Peace Village Learning and Retreat Center in upstate New York in the Catskills. It's on the way to Albany. And so if you're on the way to visit Michael, you might as well stop in and see us. And if you're on your way to Albany, you might as well stop in and visit and see us. And going to ask Dorothy to move very slowly because she's probably going to expect a chair on stage. And I'm going to bring that out and a microphone and a little rearrangement. So if by the magic of our thought, and I need everybody's help with this, see if you can have that thought to make this screen rise. Screen rise. I need everybody's help here, okay? Screen rise. All right, well, okay, next year we'll try this again. So again, Sister Dorothy is with us from Peace Village. She's been with the Brahma Kumaris for many years. I don't know if I can count that high. And she is quite experienced and hoping that you all have a chance to meet her on her turf up in the Catskills. But we're very happy for you to come and be with us tonight. You might need a microphone. Microphone.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Eric. Bye. That was beautiful introduction. And the thespians, you were miraculous. I think you gave the lesson for tonight. So do we really need glasses? No, we just need the vision of insight to have understanding of where our consciousness is and what we want to look for. And you're all here because of what? Love, the theme for tonight. I'm sure you're all interested in love. And I'm sure all of you, if I ask, how many of you think you're loving? Raise your hands. I'm looking for someone who doesn't have their hand up, because I'm going to call you on the stage. So you better put your hand up. We all have love. But do we have enough of it? Do we have enough of love? Can you ever have too much love? No, no. And love is such a powerful force. It nurtures your mind. It nurtures the intellect. It nurtures who we are as a soul. Just that power of love gives us strength, not only to the soul, but what else does it give strength to? Love. Come on, I know you all are loving beings. Anyone can answer. What? Relationship? Yeah, that's a good. You first of all, whatever you answer cannot be wrong. It may be different than my answer, but there's 100 answers. Yes, love is it can even nurture every cell of your body. Do you know that? Yeah, now you're all shaking your heads, right? It definitely nurtures the heart. Is that what you said? Very good. You come up and finish the talk. You think I'm kidding? So it nurtures the heart. We had a brother who lived at Peace Village with us. And he was such a lovely brother, and he just did such good service. And he was so happy-go-lucky. But that brother would get angry quite often at insignificant things. But he'd really have such a velocity of anger. And what happened to him is he got heart diseases because it affects the heart. And if you ask cardiologists, they say those that do have cardiovascular diseases are those that have a lot of stress in their life. They can't cope. But love is such a force if we learn to use it. And I say learn to use it because I had to relearn my love. It was some years ago, and someone betrayed me. And I thought, how am I'm not going to forgive this person. He can't be forgiven. He's not worth forgiving to forgive. And so, and then I read something that to be unforgiving causes disease in the body. And I know that it does, especially cancer, you know, hidden resentments. Many times it's said that they are caused by hidden resentments. Cancer is caused by hidden resentments. And so I wanted to make amends with this relationship. And so what I did is I started sending this relationship love. And you know what it looked like at first? Okay, I'll send him love. Kind of like you, Michelle. Where's Michelle? You did a very good job. I'll say, okay, there's some love, even though you don't deserve it. Yeah, it's okay. I'm sending you love. And I just kept practicing that because I had a disease and I wanted to get rid of it. And so I started practicing, and I did it every day, many times a day. I wanted to master this. And so eventually I taught myself how to love again. And that love became love. And I became loving. and I enjoyed myself more. So there are barriers in preventing us from loving. Do any of you think you have any barriers? What do you think some of the barriers might be to prevent our love being in abundance? Jealousy, yes, that's one thing. Absolutely. Past trauma, any of these negative things, right? And so we have to retrain ourselves to love again and go over the barriers, because who do you love the most? Michael, who do you love the most? Oh, that's so sweet. I think we should love the most. Okay, there's God. We won't go into that tonight, but ourselves. We have to love ourselves first, because you can only love as much love is inside of you. That's it. If you're in a good mood and you're happy, you're jolly, you're overflowing with that. If you're loving and you just feel love, you're overflowing with that. And if you lack love for yourself, it's like filling a half cup or an empty cup, using an empty cup to fill something. Doesn't work that way. So we have, the first barrier is to love yourself. And how do you love yourself? Well, we teach meditation around here, and that's a way to go inside and experience your true core of love, because all of us have a true core of love. And you mentioned that trauma, right? We go through trauma and then we don't experience love for this one or that one. But we have to know that's a barrier. So what do we do if there's someone who doesn't deserve love and we still need to give love because we want to be loved? So if I don't love someone, if I have animosity towards someone, it's going to affect me first, isn't it? We know that in every cell of my body, even the skin, even the glow on your face, everything is dependent on love. It's such a beautiful title tonight, because I think Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Diwali, all of these kind of create this feeling of joy and love naturally. And we light so many lights coming up to the Harmony House. That was such a festive feeling, right? With all the lights lit, the festive feeling of the Christmas tree. What about our light? We have to keep our light lit. That's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to light the fire under your light. And so it's not just a thought of love. What do you think I'm going to say next? What else could it be? More than a thought. What's greater than a thought? An act. Yes, that's good. I like that. You're going to have to come up here. Sean, you have to come with her. Feelings. Feelings of love. I mean, I could send a loving thought to you or you or you. But when I really exude the love from the heart and spread that vibration, it's so sustaining to myself and to everyone in the proximity of that vibration. I want you to think of someone now in your life that pulls your attention because it's a very challenging relationship. Do any of you have a challenging relationship? Okay. Think of that person. Is it difficult to send love? Some of you say yes, some of you say no. But now think of that person. Experience your own love inside, the feeling of love, feeling of care, and send that one love, the feeling of love. Do any of you feel better? This is just a one-time thing, but this is something to practice. You know, when I first went out in the tennis court, I didn't even know how to hit the ball, but it took practice, and then I became a good tennis player. And the same with being a loving person takes practice. How many of you have been at a gym? You do exercise, yes? Just one person here? Well, we do spiritual exercise here, right? And so in the gym, if you put more weights on the dumbbell, your strength of the muscles becomes stronger, right? And our spiritual muscle is that way too. So we have to put weight on the dumbbell, not that we're the dumbbell, but our spiritual muscle. Now, it's easy to love souls that are lovable. Yes? Some of you are smiling. But what about those that are not so lovable or that you don't like as much? And that reminds me, can you like someone or can you not like someone but still love them? Yes, you can. You can not like their behavior or the way they talk or the way they act, but you can still exude love. You know why? Because you're worth it. Because you are worth it. We have to reach this stage of equanimity of love for everyone. Think about someone now in your life that you love or that you really care about. Everybody has someone in their mind. Do you feel love from that one as well? Shake your heads. It's either this way or this way. Can you shake your heads? Yes. There's usually a reciprocity that happens when we give love. It's going to come back. Sometimes it may come back from that one person, or it may come in another direction. But if you are emanating that feeling of love, it will come back. Because like energies attract. So even when we don't have a nice feeling about someone, we're hurting ourselves. So I have a little exercise you can do if that happens to you. When you think of someone and you're not pleased with what they're doing, what they're saying, what could you do? Any suggestions? I'll tell you what I like to do. I like to think about that person at their very best, when they were their best, when their goodness exuded. Everyone that we have a challenge with, and I'm sure everyone we have a challenge with, that there's been a best time. Even those that were married and divorced, well, there must have been a best time for you to get married, right? So just think about that person when that person was at their very best. And it's going to bring up such beautiful feelings inside yourself. And this is what's going to mend our world. Our world's in pretty sad shape now, isn't it? Now you're all shaking your heads, yes. We have to change that. And change begins with us. So the first barrier was really loving myself. But as we begin to love others, even if at first it's a push, it's okay if it's a push. You enact it till you attract it. Some say fake it till you make it. We like to say enact it till you attract it. You just keep acting it, acting it. So you send that love out. You just send that love out. And because you're doing that exercise, like of playing tennis or playing love, you're becoming more loving. And it's going to be easier for you to love. And you're going to love yourself. Because the reason we don't love ourselves is all the waste thoughts and negative thoughts that we have for others. Usually it's for others, right? Everybody feels they're all right, mostly. And so other barriers could be for not being in an abundance of love would be being critical, being judgmental. And as I said, not focusing on their goodness. Do you think every soul in this world has a piece of goodness in them? I see a lot of head shaking. And they're all shaking like this. Thank you. And so this is what we must do to heal our world and to heal ourselves and just to enjoy life more. When you're in a loving mood, there's more power, even physical power to the self. There's a story about a mother whose child was, a car overturned, her child was under the car, and she miraculously lifted the car because of love. Love is such a powerful force, and we all deserve that love. And we have that power. And it's not those glasses that you have to put on, but the glass of awareness, of understanding that when you come off a little bit, and we do come off a little bit, sometimes a little bit more, at that time, switch tracks, move back into your love track. Because you deserve it, the world deserves it, your children deserve it, your brothers and sisters, your parents, your colleagues, the cashier at the grocery store, even the person on the expressway. Oh my gosh. I mean, I live in the mountains, right? And I had to drive to New York. And I was telling Eric I had to go through a tunnel and bridges, the George Washington Bridge, and this and that. And then I had to go this way and that way. And thank God we had GPSs. I remember a time when we only had, where's the next? And you needed a co-pilot to help you get through. But New York City was like, so even if there is someone on the road who's going through road rage, why is that happening? Because he's got rage inside. That soul needs more love. What are you two doing? Are you looking at him or is he looking at you? You're looking at him, but he looked at you first. Yeah. But, and it's more fun to be in a love mood, a love mode. So we'll have a meditation to kind of get us into that. And then after the meditation, I just have a few slides of souls who have broken the barriers, the unloved barriers into love. Okay. And they're cute. It's actually animals, but they're unusual animals loving each other. Okay, so is there anyone up there? Oh, we'll have a meditation now. And what you can do in meditation, you can leave your eyes open. I prefer you to leave your eyes open, but you don't have to. Why would I prefer for you to have your eyes open? To stay awake. Yes, that's good. Very good. But also to begin to train the mind of being loving, being easy, being joyful in real life when this maniac is passing me at 110 miles an hour, or my colleague is yelling at me. So it begins to program ourselves to be self-sovereign in the real world, not only when I'm in meditation, meditating alone in my closet. Okay, but if you find that too challenging, you may close your eyes. Both are good. The residual effects of leaving your eyes open are going to be greater. Just think about yourself moving into the future, the new you. We're coming up to a new year, a new you, a new world. And the change starts within. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let that breath go down to your heart center. Awaken that feeling of love. You see, when we have a thought of love, it's stupendous. But even more stupendous is that feeling of love. So emanating those feelings of love, possibly to the person you thought of earlier tonight, that was challenging to you in some way, and emanate those feelings of love from your heart and from your soul, and just sending love. And as we think about love and the feelings of love, we begin to soften. And even the demeanor of our body softens. The demeanor of our eyes, the sparkle on our face begins to glow. Because as we bring those feelings in the heart pumps those feelings through the blood to every organ. To every cell. And I'm loving myself as you are loving yourselves. Just be a lighthouse of love. I think this is the greatest gift we can give during this season, is the experience of love. When you go to your families, your colleagues, your partners, just to feel love for them, feel care for them, Om Shanti. We are loving, peaceful beings of light. And the more love we have, the lighter we will become. In many ways, things won't bother us as much. Om Shanti. So I have these pictures I picked out. Breaking the barriers of those that are different than us. They don't believe like us. They're not on the same political spectrum as me. Doesn't matter. Love yourself. I wish I could see what you're seeing. The order. Oh, the monkey. Look at that monkey's eyes. You can't really see his eyes, but you feel care coming to that pup. Totally different species. I know, I love, that's my favorite. You guys are smiling more now than when you and I was talking. It's okay. I love it. I love these things. I love animals. Even the horse. Is that it's not the horse? Oh, the rat and the cat. Isn't that amazing? Breaking barriers. You too can break barriers. Tina? You see her arm around the dog? I mean, her paw. Those are real pictures. Took me years to collect them. I collect pictures when I see something, all types of pictures. I just love pictures. Yeah, that, and the horse has his arm, or I don't know if it's called an arm, his leg. Yeah. I think that must be it. Last is a combination, yes? There are no barriers to love. No barriers to love. And you all deserve it. Om Shanti. And our host with the mostest.
Thank you, Sister Dorothy. Thank you for bringing your friends. Appreciate that. There are no barriers to love, but we are going to have a little order to taking Tole. Okay. So if it's all right, I believe there's going to be a team that's going to be coming out shortly, and they would like to offer you a sweet or a packet of nuts, whatever it is, and a blessing. And if you would be able to come from this direction, kind of row by row, there's plenty of time, and head out and exit that way. And then find your way downstairs. There should be a serving line for those who might be full of love, but empty of sustenance. So you are quite welcome to join downstairs for our social gathering after this. So want to thank Sister Dorothy, want to thank Michael, want to thank the Thespians, and I want to thank all of you for making this a wonderful evening. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, everything. So Sister Tina, you're all set with what you have? Okay. Okay. Okay, so thank you again. See you next week. We'll make an announcement that the Thursday after Christmas, 26th, we will not be having a program here that Thursday night. We will be having a program on the 31st. We always do a small little New Year's Eve celebration. And it's a tradition to have a little gathering, have a little sustenance, and have our classic virtue wheel. So if you've never experienced that, we, a long time ago, thought, oh, it'd be great to meditate into the new year at midnight. And then we realized we were sending people out in the dark, in the cold with a lot of others. And so it will be 6:30 to 8 o'clock on New Year's Eve. And we might stay up a little bit later than that. You never know. Depends on how wild we feel. But we like to send you home off to another program or to get home safely. So if you feel that New Year's Eve is something that you would like to experience a lot of love and joy, you're quite welcome to come here that night also. Thanks again. And so maybe we could start with the front row. You arise. You can take Sister Dorothy, the three of you, and then maybe the second and third and such like this. And I know you're so full of loving and patience that you will take turns and it'll be very sweet and lovely. Thank you so much, everyone.